Hello and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. I'm here today to show you a game called Edge. It's by a company called Two Tribes. You may have heard of another game they made called Toki Tori, and they actually worked with Team 17 to produce one of the Worms iterations, which I thought was kind of cool. This is kind of an important game to me. This is like the one game that I wanted to show since I started doing the series, and for one reason or another I always just got sort of interrupted, or something else looked more like obscure or weird or just took over my attention. So I don't know, it's time to just do the damn thing, right? But it is a really interesting sort of retro-styled platformer with beautiful music and really beautiful, simplistic, minimalist art design. And there's just something really engaging about this, even the title screen and the sort of simple... I mean, there's a cube moving around on other cubes and, well, cube letter shapes, and there's just gradating rainbows everywhere on a white background. I just like it. It's just sort of calming to me. I also think it's kind of funny, like the typesetting, the logo of Edge, it reminds me a lot of the, I think it was EGM magazine used to have a very similar aesthetic, and they had like this one sort of pinkish red dot, which is sort of like the cube in Edge. So I don't know, this always reminded me of that, and I just was really attracted to the aesthetic, and once I saw the gameplay and heard the music, it just seemed really cool to me, so I think it's time to take a look. So let's start it off.
First contact.
This is actually a straight-up blind first impressions video. I have watched a couple people play this before, but I have not actually engaged in it myself. So first thing I want to notice and talk about is the fact that the cube that you control, it actually has physics to it. Like, the lighter you tap the arrow keys, the less the cube turns over. Which I think is kind of interesting because it sort of gives you a more fine-tuned control over what's going on. And I don't know, it just feels really nicely tactile that you're just sort of flipping each time. And as you saw, I can go up and down these edges. I should probably hurry up, right? And I guess the goal is to collect all the little mini cubes and proceed to the goal, or exit. Yeah, I took a really long time. I'm gonna do that over again so I can do it normally, without just talking. So you gotta be in the right lanes at the right times to grab the cubes. So it could lead to some interesting sort of time trial-y stuff. And I really love the art, just the presence of the art and the way the colors sit together. I know I probably said that like 4 times already, but it just really is attractive to me. It's so simple and clean, and I don't know, it just feels so just right. And the way when you pick up those little cubes, like, it sort of gives you almost like a 3D effect for a second. I don't really know what to call it, but you can tell that it's like everything sort of glitches out just for a split second. And you'll see the game will start to introduce some new elements, like these shifting blocks here. And those are going to push you along for the ride every time. This seems like a completely optional button over here. I want to hit it though. Oh, look at that. That's nice of you. I really like the dissolve animation too, the way the block disappears. And what's a platform without great music, right? And I think the music really sets the tone quite nicely. And I think it really complements the simplistic, minimalist, very elegant aesthetic very well. That was an easy level.
Pushing stars.
It also gives me a feeling a little bit of like, whoa, Lumines or like Marble Madness. And I think the Lumines part comes a little bit from the announcer thing that we just heard a second ago. What does this question mark do? Spawns a ghost cube? Oh, this is like if I got stuck or something? And I think some of the course design feels a little bit like Marble Madness to me for some reason. Oh, crap. See, I actually could have stopped myself mid-turn if I caught it fast enough. Thankfully, it seems like there's not a huge penalty for falling. You just sort of slide back. Whoa. Slide back a little bit. So everything's very sort of emergent and well, I mean, it's not emergent in the gameplay sense that we're familiar with as people use it to describe technology, but I guess dynamic is a better word. Everything feels like it's sort of got something mysterious going on in it. And you're not sure what to expect from any of the gameplay systems, which I think is really... sort of gives you a feeling of wonder. Oh. And there's a lot of, you know, trial and error, but there's learning to be done as well. And it doesn't seem like the gameplay systems in this are at all hard to figure out, so it's just a lot of just sort of feeling out what's going on at any moment. And I don't know, I find it kind of charming also, the way things just sort of move you around, and they have their own agendas, you're just sort of along for the ride. I mean, you can probably hear it in my voice, just this game just sort of makes me smile for some reason. And the same studio did another game called Rush. Wow, that was really cool looking. And I want to check that one out also, because I think it has a lot of similar cues as far as the art aesthetics go. Probably don't need that question mark. Oh, I can actually get up that and then use it. Oh. I gotta, like, there we go. And then I gotta use this one to get up that. So you can only go one block at a time. Whoa. So it's kind of like it's a marble maze game, but with a square marble. And the viewpoint actually doesn't hamper anything either, which is kind of good. I was worried maybe this is kind of one of those games that like the camera or the lack of good viewpoint can get in the way, and it seems like they've used the camera angles in an effective and gameplay-oriented way. And what I mean is that they purposely obscure the view occasionally, but they do it in a way that actually adds to the game. So I can actually roll over those. Oh, I guess I fell. Okay, well, that's an instance when I actually couldn't tell what I was doing. So maybe I'm not entirely right about all of it. What happened there? I can get pushed on this, right? Yeah, okay. I'm actually supposed to get pushed on it. And this comes in twos. I can go over them, but that's going to slow me down a lot. I bet I can go over one to cross this gap if I'm fast enough. No, maybe I can't actually. I gotta go this way. Whoops. Okay, I gotta climb on one of these. No, I've fallen. No, again. Ah, I keep being mid-turn when one of those is there. There we go. I guess there was a block there I actually picked up. And I can grab... Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. I can actually... Oh, no, I can't do that. And now I'm stuck. Oh, because I couldn't turn over. I kind of didn't think about that. Since you're a block, you can't really maneuver once you're in an enclosed space like that. Now, what about this? Can I use this to get up? No. I wonder how I'm supposed to get... Ah! Well, I crossed the gap in the wrong direction. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get that one, but it probably has something to do with those spots that are shooting in and out. I think a lot of what makes games really charming or inspire a sense of wonder is that you think you understand what something is or what it does, but you're just totally wrong. Whoa. Okay, kind of stuck now. How do I get back to this one? And in the case of a bunch of cubes that seem to do whatever they want to do, there's definitely something appealing about that to me. Or at least something different. There's some sort of, like, untold force guiding all of this action around you. And in a way, it actually is helping you. It's just doing it in a sort of a strange way. Because if these things didn't move around, I wouldn't be able to cross these gaps or... Oh. Okay. That was kind of lucky. And it's like you're taking a chance every time you hit one of these buttons. You don't know if it's going to help you or make something more difficult. I think they pretty much always seem to help you, but never know. And it just dropped me off at the end.
8-bit.
8-bit indeed. Oops. I love how simple the controls are, too. There's, like, nothing to them. There's just arrow keys to move around. And the majority of the gameplay comes from just figuring out what you can do at a given moment. Whoa. So you can actually hang on to those edges of each axis as you go. So as long as you, like, lock onto it, it's like you're kind of stuck there for a second. Whoa. And I'll admit I'm not super good at figuring this out yet, but it seems like I could definitely get the hang of it. Nice. Ha! There's some, like, basic pattern recognition, memorization stuff, too. The UI actually reminds me a little bit of N+ also, which is kind of cool. And another game that had a pretty simplistic, minimalist design. And I've said that about 100 times now, I'll try and stop. Oops! Didn't keep going. Go, go, go! How do I get... I don't think I can, like, jump gaps now. It almost seems like this game would be open to sort of perspective manipulation, sort of like Echochrome or something. But that might make this a little too difficult sometimes. So I think the majority of the challenge of this comes from some of it being pattern recognition and some of it being dexterity and your ability to adapt to these challenges quickly. And see, I'm not doing a good job of adapting to this challenge and getting all these squares. No, that one I thought I could stand on. Obviously I can't. I can actually see the ones I can't. And now I'm screwed because there's no way across that gap. No! Oh, I almost had it. I'm not sure I understand exactly where it checkpoints each time you fail. Man, I can't stop rolling off the last part. You really have to get good at really getting where the threshold of each time you have to stop rolling is. And where does this take me? Oh, damn it. Oh, I guess I keep those now. Okay, I can climb up this. I don't need to be going the other way. Yeah, I've had this game since the Steam sale back in the holidays, like in December, November-ish area. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to play it. I actually have to go up top and fall to get that, because I can only touch them for one tick. I was glad to have gotten it on sale, but at the same time, it's like, this is a really good game. There's no reason I need to be so tight with my wallet when the game is this good. Ah! This is definitely one of the hardest ones so far. Okay. There we go. So I finished that. Level 10, which is pretty hard, and I actually got 11 out of 12 of the prisms and died 18 times. And I got a D on it, because I suck so much. Well, I need a lot of practice. But I highly recommend you guys check out Edge. It's available on Steam. Not sure what the price is at the moment, but go check it out. It's worth it. I'm sure it's under $5, so I think that was the highest it was ever. But look, I mean, it's a beautiful game. You got to appreciate that. And it's a platformer, but it's something totally different from the platformers we look at almost every day on this channel. So let me know what you think of it in the comments. And check out, I actually made a Facebook page for you guys so we can all discuss whatever is going on in the world of this channel. It's going to be facebook.com/indieimpressions, and you will find each night's video as I upload them to YouTube. I will also upload them to Facebook, so I'll meet you there. Give it a like, tell your friends. I would really appreciate it. I just want to get better exposure for people, help get the word out that there are awesome games out there that nobody's talking about, and meet some new friends in the process. And that's about it. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.